programs. But I am instructing you in Theater 347 in this unique format. Have to redefine itself in some of the same ways that it was doing in the so I think it's actually a very exciting time. So I'm excited to be here with you today. I'd like to begin just by saying that I am joining you from my office on campus. So I am on campus, and some of you, how many of you are on campus? Raise your hand if sometimes you come in for face-to-face classes. So some people are doing a couple of classes. Face-to-face and a couple of classes online. And how have you done your theater history courses last semester? You're all online, absolutely, but was it synchronous, was it asynchronous? Right in the chat. At this extraordinary time when we're seeing theater itself have to redefine itself in some of the same ways that it was doing in the period
to cover expression, in terms of like
this course. So I think it's actually a very exciting time
to be
looking
at has got some fantastic, descriptions of the design going on in these works. And of course, I think when we look at the works of the expressionists as well as the futurists and Dada, so much of it, I think, is about design, right? Is about the space on stage and thinking about the relationship. The audience to that space. I want to start by just asking really broadly, like, how did it feel reading these works? Was this totally new to you? Did this feel like, oh yeah, this is familiar, I've read stuff in this kind of tradition? How is it? Brooke said she was a bit lost, felt a bit lost. Yes, certainly, in terms of like rational logic, right? The sort of Aristotelian structure of plot, character, theme, language, music, spectacle is not really a dramaturgical tool that one can use approaching these works at all. There were words I had to Google. I thought it was interesting since I'd only ever heard it about the design part of things. Cool, but kind of strange. Yeah, distortion. Some people love them. I love these. These are the texts that this gets me going. And yeah, like this inspiration, of course, theory, right? This heavy focus on theory. So we have a lot of these artists that are generating these pieces that are quite abstract in many ways. And Rowan speaks to how they push the boundaries of theater. They are these kind of fever dreams. But then, as Iris says, there's also in these works a great deal of theory. And by theory, I mean a kind of discursive discussion about what theater should do, what is its value, what is its function within society. So I'm going to get right into expressionism, but I want to start by giving a background of the avant